Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Koala English Podcast, where we learn real English for real life. I'm Charlotte, and today we're talking about a very common, very useful, and slightly funny English expression. Sleep on it. At first, this phrase sounds a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? If you take it literally, it sounds like you're going to put a problem in your bed and then lie on top of it all night. Not very comfortable, but of course, English is full of expressions like this, and the real meaning is much wiser than the literal image. So today we're going to break this phrase down slowly and clearly. We'll look at the meaning, the history, useful vocabulary connected to the idea, practical phrases for daily life, work, and relationships, and finally, some cultural tips for how native speakers really use sleep on it. So let's get started. Part 1. What does sleep on it really mean? To sleep on it means to delay a decision so you can think about it more calmly, often overnight. Instead of deciding immediately, you give yourself time, space, and often a good night's sleep before responding. So the key ideas here are not rushing, not deciding emotionally, letting your mind settle. This phrase is often used when you feel pressure to answer quickly. The decision is important. You're not fully sure how you feel yet. In simple terms, sleep on it equals decide later, after thinking more clearly. Part 2. Why is sleep part of the idea? This is really interesting. When we sleep, our brain keeps working. It organizes information, processes emotions, and sometimes helps us see things more clearly in the morning. That's why people often say things like, "I feel better after sleeping on it." In the morning, the answer was obvious. So, the phrase doesn't just mean waiting, it suggests that rest leads to clarity. Part 3. A bit of history and culture. The phrase sleep on it is very old. The first recorded use was in 1519, more than 500 years ago. It was said by King Henry VIII of England, who reportedly said he would sleep and dream on the matter before making an important decision. This tells us something important about English-speaking culture. Even powerful people respected the value of pausing, reflecting, and not rushing decisions. So when you use this phrase today, you're actually using a piece of historical wisdom. Part 4. Useful vocabulary connected to sleep on it. Let's look at some helpful vocabulary that often appears with this idea. Firstly, a snap decision. A decision made very quickly, without much thought. Example, I don't want to make a snap decision. I'll sleep on it. Secondly, to rush into something. To do something too quickly without enough thinking. Example, don't rush into accepting the offer. Sleep on it first. Thirdly, clarity. Clear understanding. Example, sleeping on it gave me more clarity. Fourthly, to be on the spot. To be pressured to answer immediately. Example, he put me on the spot, so I said I'd sleep on it. Fifthly, impulsive. Acting based on emotion, not careful thinking. Example, I'm trying not to be impulsive, so I'll sleep on it. These words are very common in real conversations, especially when talking about decisions. Part 5. Useful phrases in everyday situations. Now let's move to practical phrases you can actually use. Situation 1. Someone wants an answer immediately. This is probably the most common situation. You can say, "Let me sleep on it. I'll sleep on it and let you know tomorrow." I'm not ready to decide yet. Can I sleep on it? These phrases are polite, natural, confident. They don't sound weak or unsure. They sound thoughtful. Situation 2. At work or in a professional setting. Many learners worry, does sleep on it sound too casual for work? The answer is, it depends on how you say it. Here are professional-friendly versions. I'd like to sleep on it before giving you a final answer. This is an important decision, so I'd prefer to sleep on it. Can I review this overnight and get back to you tomorrow? In professional culture, this often shows responsibility, seriousness, good judgment. It does not usually sound indecisive. Situation 3. Plans with friends or family. This phrase is very common in casual life. Examples, I'm not sure yet. Let me sleep on it. That sounds interesting. I'll sleep on it. I need to check how I feel tomorrow. I'll sleep on it. This helps you avoid overcommitting, people-pleasing, saying yes when you actually want to say no. Part 6. Using sleep on it to give advice. You don't only use this phrase for yourself. You can also use it to support other people. For example, don't rush. Sleep on it. Why don't you sleep on it and see how you feel in the morning? It's a big decision. You should sleep on it. This kind of advice sounds kind, calm, respectful. You're not telling them what to do. You're giving them permission to pause. Part 7. High-stakes situations where sleep on it is essential. There are some situations where deciding too quickly can cause real problems. For example, money decisions, relationship conflict, job offers, big purchases, emotional conversations. In these cases, sleep on it is almost a protective tool. It protects you from emotional reactions, regret, misunderstandings. In English-speaking cultures, taking time to think is often seen as wise, not slow. Part 8. Cultural tips. How native speakers really use it. Here are a few important cultural notes. Firstly, it's very common and very natural. Native speakers use this phrase all the time, especially in British, Australian, and American English. Secondly, tone matters. Say it calmly and confidently. If you sound apologetic, it may sound like avoidance. Good tone. I'll sleep on it. Not so good. Maybe. I guess I'll sleep on it. Sorry. Thirdly, it usually implies a short delay. Sleep on it usually means one night, not weeks. If you need more time, you can say, I'll need a bit more time to think about it. Part 9. Final takeaway. So let's bring everything together. Sleep on it is a simple phrase with deep cultural roots that helps you make better decisions. It gives you time, clarity, emotional balance. So the next time you feel pressure to decide right now, remember this phrase. Give yourself permission to pause and say it with confidence. I'm going to sleep on it. You might be surprised how clear everything feels in the morning. Thanks for listening to the Koala English Podcast. I'm Charlotte, and I'll talk to you next time.